What's up, everybody? RevSauce9 here. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Article down below in the description. Now, this is a prediction by top analysts in the analyst sector of the world of things, and top analysts like Michael. It'll be like Michael Pachter making a prediction about video games, right? You know, it's analysts are going to make their predictions. It's like betting. You know, see where it goes. But all these analysts and these top people top brass that do these, you know, where they're going to go and have a lot of credibility, like SBJ here, they have a huge credibility, and they're all saying the same, that Amazon will get the media rights to Monday Night Raw. They're saying in a scenario, their second prediction is that WWE would go with ESPN, kind of like what UFC has done. I don't see that. WWE doesn't want to go to a place that's dying. I don't think they would want to go to ESPN. I think, I think Endeavor's happy what they got. Supposedly in this prediction, they said TKO or Endeavor would stick on with UFC onto ESPN. I think ESPN's on its way out. I think what's going on with Pat McAfee, them trying to get rid of him, they're trying to cut cost on this. I wouldn't be surprised if they started selling assets of ESPN here shortly. Again, Eichner has come out and basically said that they're trying to find companies, but their asking price is way too much money for ESPN. ESPN's been a dying company. Nobody really watches SportsCenter. A lot of people go and watch the Analyst on YouTube now. Pat McAfee does better on YouTube than he does on ESPN. And that's a fact. And Pat McAfee does not need ESPN. ESPN needs him. And the thing is, ESPN is dying. So I don't see them getting Monday Night Raw. I don't see Monday Night Raw being an exclusive home to ESPN. I kind of see it over on Amazon Prime. I really see it. I could see it on Netflix. Now people are going to tell me, well, Netflix doesn't have that kind of money. I don't know what you're freaking talking about. But never know with Amazon or Netflix. You know, they could have a bidding war over this stuff. You never know. But in my opinion, I think Amazon wants to get into wrestling. I think Apple wants to get into wrestling. I think a lot of these companies would love to have the media rights to Raw. And I think, Raw could do a little bit different. Maybe they could test the waters with doing more mature for audiences. They don't have to worry about commercials and sponsors and things like that. And Amazon's always stated they want to get out of the game streaming sector. There's been rumors and speculation that they've been wanting to sell Twitch for a minute to like Tencent or Microsoft or whatever, and then sell it and then flip that into possibly getting a media rights deal with the NBA, since the media rights deals are going up with the NBA here shortly. And that's why you see Warner Discovery holding off talks with AEW or WWE until they get a deal on the floor for NBA. So, it's going to be wild this year. Honestly, it's going to be very, very wild to see what happens. I really think AEW at this point, if this is the case, if Monday Night Raw goes over to Amazon Prime, then you're going to see Warner Discovery resign AEW and put them on the Max app. I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Discovery takes Dynamite and all that and Ring of Honor and just puts it on the Max app, and you just have to go watch the Max app for all the stuff. Wouldn't be surprised. Or they don't sign AEW at all and they let AEW's contract expire, and then AEW is kind of forced to finding a new TV rights deal and they go Netflix. Wouldn't be surprised. Or Disney. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Or Apple. I wouldn't be surprised if Apple doesn't come into the game and because they've been talking big time about signing more sports because they want to sell subscriptions, because iPhone sales are dying, and with the watch, they're dying, so they want to sell more subscriptions. So I wouldn't be surprised. And guys, streaming is the future. Streaming is the future. However, people are cutting the cord more and more and more. People are going to TV streaming services, and this whole demographic and shit doesn't matter. Analysts are already saying this. It's going to come down to subscription buys. It's going to come down to this is the new guard. Welcome to it. Welcome to the new world of how we're going to consume our content. These companies are going to fight between each other to have rights. Welcome to the new way TV is going to be watched. It's been going on for years now. It started with Netflix with their streaming shit. Now it's Amazon. And Paramount's now merging with Warner Discovery to have HBO Max, Paramount, blah, blah, off a truck. Like, you're going to see these companies, eventually all this stuff's going to be pulled off of TV, and you're just going to have to buy what you buy. You're going to have to either buy an a la carte of certain apps, or go find it somewhere else. And that's what's happening. A lot of people are starting to become pirating of things. Matey, because of what's going on with Netflix and a lot of these companies nickeling and diming the consumer. So at the end of the day, again, Monday Night Raw, wherever it goes, I'm still going to watch it. If it's on Prime is great. Prime has lots of good Reacher, Tom Clancy's. They've been putting on good movies. They have tons of good shows. Amazon has plenty of good shit next to Netflix. Amazon has been really good in the pricing of Prime. They offer a lot of shit, music, free games on Prime with Twitch. I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon gets rid of Twitch to somebody, offloads it to somebody else, takes that money that they get on a deal for Twitch, and they put it into the NBA. I wouldn't be surprised. Amazon has been talking about for a minute to have that in-game tournament be exclusive to Prime. Wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not surprised that they want baseball. I'm not surprised they want a little piece of the NHL. Amazon wants to be a juggernaut in the thing of things. And at the end of the day, hey, good on them. This media rights deal, I'll have it down below. You guys can read. WWE has already landed a new deal for SmackDown on the USA Network and NXT to the CW Network. That makes sense. So they're covering their bases like other YouTubers have said today that I watched. You get the free stuff for the people that have, then that also brings in a lot of people like the CW Network. There's a lot of people in older demographics that watch the CW, like KTLA and things like that. So it's a good spot for NXT, and that brings a new audience of people over to that. USA for SmackDown, I'm not surprised about that. Now, Amazon, they could, the thing is wild to me. If they sign with Amazon, the deal ends in a couple of years for that Comcast, NBCU shit. I could see WWE taking their pay-per-views, their premium live events, and putting it on Prime. Why not? I wouldn't be surprised if Apple doesn't get into the game. Apple has said they're going to be doing big things this year. They said the MLB, they're going to step up more with that, with more games out throughout the year. ESPN's been selling their media rights around because they're bleeding. Look what's going on with Pat McAfee. That is ESPN making a bad business deal and signing all these other people for hella money, and it's not been panning out. And by the way, so you guys know this, Fox Sports and all that is owned by Disney, by the way, the same parent company that owns ESPN, right? So you think ESPN's in trouble, so is Fox Sports. They're part of that Fox Media Entertainment Group or whatever that Disney put together off to the side. They could sell assets of that too. So keep that in mind. The only thing Disney doesn't own is Fox News and things like that. But at the end of the day, look, my opinion's my opinion. I think they will go Amazon. I said this in my streams, man. Amazon wants to test the waters. They want a lot of things. They want to make Prime a huge deal. They want to make it a huge deal. I think they want to show that they could be a global juggernaut in the world. They want to prove a point. I don't think Disney has the assets to get Raw. I just don't really think so. And FSX just makes no sense to me. Now, I could see Tony Khan, when their deal runs out, I could see him signing with a Netflix or an Amazon. I could see that and have Collision, Rampage, and all that on Amazon. I could see that. And it's a huge audience. There's so many people that have Amazon Prime. Look at when Prime puts football on. Look at how many people that are going to it that don't have cable, man. It's literally insane. I see like a couple 100,000 people in their streams, man. So, purely, I'll have the links down below for you guys. Is Amazon going to get in on the Monday Night Raw experience and maybe possibly try to make a bid for the media rights? We'll see. According to Sports Business Journal, credited source, they've been right on a few things. Then they also said here that ESPN, I don't think ESPN has the capital right now. I think they're bleeding. I don't think they have the capital like that. And I don't see I really don't see, and I've been told by a few people that Netflix has not got a lot of money in the tank either. So, you never know. But I think Amazon or Apple would be perfect. I don't think Disney has that. I just don't think Eichner wants to spend any more money. I think he's in the game of selling assets. I think you're going to start seeing Disney get out of the streaming game and start selling assets. I think Marvel will be sold eventually to somebody. I think Disney took a bad bet on buying Fox, and I think they took a bad bet of putting all this money into ESPN. I think it's their downfall. And that's my personal opinion. I think they're making bad money contracts with all these people that are analysts, and they fired the core people that people came to watch them for, and they're losing views. They're just losing views. And the thing is, all these other people are making their money on YouTube, Spotify. I'm seeing a lot of sports entities, streaming places pop up lately, and it's I will honestly tell you guys this straight up. I just think this is going to be the year you're going to find out where WWE is going to do, and you're going to see where the future of WWE is. You're going to see with AEW. I wouldn't be surprised if AEW goes onto a streaming platform and all their shows go there with their tape libraries and everything and their premium live events. I'd be okay with that. I'm okay with paying $12 a month or $9 to have the rights of watching pay-per-views. You know what I mean? If Amazon decides to get in the game, or Apple, I would not be mad over it. And by the way, before people tell me ratings matter and all this shit, guys, why is WWE wanting to work with Prime or Amazon in general? Why do you see pictures of triple? Like, if views really mattered and national television really mattered, why the fuck are they talking to Amazon? Why is Tony Khan talking about streaming a lot more? This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. Views and stuff are not going to matter. Views and stuff are not going to matter. It's going to be who can pay the buku money to whoever they got to pay. It's an a la carte. Guys, it is how this works. Amazon and Apple and everybody are seeing it as subscriptions are the way of the future. And, the more we put on our product, the more look at Xbox. Look at Microsoft. Why'd they go out and purchase Activision Blizzard? Subscriptions. Microsoft realized that it's all about subscriptions, and boosting millions and millions and millions and more subscribers over this. Once they start putting those games on Game Pass, man, they're going to shoot up. Why is Microsoft going, hey, you know what? We don't need to sell a lot of consoles. We can make it back on subscriptions. It's smart. Xbox Game Pass, they were ahead of the curve before anybody else. And again, I'm not going to be surprised in the next 10 years that Microsoft pulled out of the console race and sold you subscriptions and sold you a mini box with some high-end specs somewhat, and you streamed your games or you downloaded them onto an external hard drive that they sold you. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft had their own branded televisions with their own streaming shit or their own streaming box, kind of like what Apple's doing now. Apple's been smart. Apple's starting to work with game developers. They're starting to work with things. They're starting to figure it out. So it's going to be interesting in the next 5 to 10 years on where streaming goes. But this wild prediction by Sports Business Journal is not far off from what I've been saying. I've been saying Amazon Prime. I've been saying Netflix. I've been saying for a minute, those two and Apple, be surprised if all three of them come in and they make outlandish deals to these companies, leagues, sports. I wouldn't be surprised. ESPN's dying. ESPN, I would have never thought that in all my life, but ESPN is dying. Disney's dying. And it's just showing day by day, night by night. Anyway, my videos have been long because I got a lot to talk about. These are interesting subjects for me. And I love talking about this stuff, like predictions and stuff like that. I think it's just amazing in 2024 and even in 2023 that we're having these conversations. And a lot of people are still in this old mindset that national ratings matter when they really don't. We fight over this shit, but a lot of these companies are going to go streaming and we're going to be talking about subscriptions more than we're going to be talking about ratings and demographics. I think that's coming to an end. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think about these predictions. Will Amazon get Monday Night Raw? Let me know in the description. See ya.